Hey friends, here with you today from Destination Baby and Kids YouTube channel, Gina, your friendly car seat tech. I wanted to touch base on one other thing in this car with this type of buckle stock, and that's going to be booster seat accessibility. So another thing that can be tricky with any type of vehicle, not just Tesla Model Y, is going to be when kids do booster seats, the ability to buckle themselves in and out. When you have buckle stocks that sit like this, you really lose a lot of flexibility with the booster. And so seats like Clek, the Oobr, this is an awesome booster seat, but just to show, it's latched in right now, which is great, gives it the extra stability. I'm gonna sit the seat upright and then now free that seatbelt. We'll pull the seatbelt over to just illustrate one of the things that can be a little bit tricky. And I'm gonna show you why there's other booster seats that might make sense. So you see the buckle stock situation here right now. I'm having to literally push the belt onto the seat to get it to come down and click in. Now, if we're asking a child who's 4 or 5 or 6 years old to be able to do that repeatedly without any issue and without the adult having to, like triple check everything, this wouldn't be my #1 option for a booster seat. And it's just sort of due to the design of like the armrests and sort of how it sits in the seat. They do a nice job making narrow convertible car seats incredibly safe. But I think for narrow booster seat, there might be an option that makes more sense. And I'm going to show you why this other one from Perego, the Flex 120, is a really great choice. So here we are with the Perego Flex 120 booster seat. So this is a high back booster. This guy is going to latch in. So that's going to be the same on a lot of booster seats. So that'll click in. And then scooted in there. There is also additional recline there. But as you can see, putting the seatbelt on a seat that's this style, just feed that through appropriately, is going to be more accessibility, a greater level of ease on approach. So I think that that's really, really useful. There are even some situations where you're going to have car seats and maybe you want a narrow booster, and even this guy might be too wide. There are other solutions. I have one for you that we'll show you in just 1 second, but as far as narrow high back booster, I cannot say enough good things about this Perego Flex 120. The clearance is incredible, the feature set is awesome, and it holds a really tall child and it doesn't need a headrest behind it. So again, a lot of great things to say about this guy. I'll grab my other narrow booster product to show you. All right, gang, so for situations where we have to take a child and put them in between 2 enormous car seats, if you would have seen the 3 across that happened here earlier, maybe you have 2 younger and 1 older, whatever the scenario may be, I do really think that this is an awesome little product. This is the Clek Comfy Go. Now, it's going to say ages 4+. That would make me very, very nervous to use it on a kid that little, but if there are situations that necessitate it, it does work that way. But you do have the little clips here for being able to clip it in so it doesn't go anywhere. Now again, if we're doing it in the center, I don't think we would necessarily use that. This piece is going to be the part that adjusts the seatbelt to be the correct height on the child's body. And then you also have a piece on the bottom here for submarining. So if you're unfamiliar with what that is just a piece, get that out of the way. Oh, whoops, wrong belt. That's going to be a piece that will prevent the kids from sliding under. So that's a really nice feature. And once this guy is adjusted, it won't be need to be readjusted again until your child is growing. So kind of a nice part of that. But this little guy, being so narrow, could fit into any of the positions. It wouldn't necessarily do the latches in all of the positions, but you would have the option to keep them in there nice and tight. The lap belt correctly positioned low across the back. And that's the whole thing with the booster seat. It is a belt positioning booster. So they are intended to work with your seatbelt and make the seatbelt work on the child's body. Obviously, the structure you get from the other styles can be very useful and add some definite support, stability, safety, but in a situation where you really are running out of options and you need something incredibly narrow, I would definitely say the Clypx Comfy Go. I've sold a fair amount of them, and it's just a really nice option for bigger kids. Thanks for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe, and if you've got any follow-up questions or comments, feel free to leave them below and we will do our best to answer you. Thank you.